Hey y'all, back with another one, right? So I wanted to talk to y'all about, okay, look. So some people say, oh, they don't have friends, and it's hard to make friends with whether they're a guy or whether they're a woman, right? Look, I'm gonna straight up tell you like this. A lot of people, the extroverts, they like going out with people. One thing you gotta fail to realize is there are a lot of people in the world where they can have a lot of friends. They have like this real big group of friends. But let me tell you a secret that this, popular person is not going to tell you. When they go home and they're by themselves, they don't like themselves. They can't stand to be alone with themselves. Why do you think that they're compensating? They're compensating for their loneliness in their home behind closed doors with being so, popular and social in the public eye. Now, don't get it twisted. People could be their friend for many reasons, for financial benefit and gain. This person, is they're benefiting from this person. They get free rides to wherever they need to go, whatever they could be using this individual for. And this individual may or may not have the knowledge consciously to know that they're being used in some way, that they are being played in some type of way. Some people, rather than actually learning how to deal with being alone and being with themselves and becoming their own best friend, they are looking externally for validation, attention. And this is why, because when you really think about it, people like that are in large crowds all the time, they are generally drained of energy. You got to understand, like when you really truly know how energy works, if you are within 6 feet of another individual, their energy is already interacting with yours. This is why I'm selective about even saying hi to a person. A person could be like, hello, and and keep it pushing. I acknowledge you, I just didn't speak. You know what I'm saying? Because realistically, my mom would love trying to say, well, it doesn't hurt to say hi. Yes, it does. Because how many of y'all can truly say hi to somebody and just in passing? And I'm just saying, because it happened to me where I'm just being polite and doing the normal program thing to do, like how some people, like, if you ever play video games where characters, where the NPCs say a specific line. Hey, how you doing? You're like, oh, I'm good today, Bob. How you doing? But you could just go past somebody and be like, hey, how you doing? There are some people that will take that literally and stop you to tell you their whole life story. I simply was just saying, hi, how you doing? And I'm trying to keep it pushing. I didn't ask you for a biography, a bibliography on you, and I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I don't even like saying, hi, how you doing? Because then a person will actually try to tell you how they doing. And I'm not into having a person dump on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in people dumping their crap on me. Like, I'm sorry that you were raised and, your parents were alcoholics or druggies, or you was a dumpster baby and all this crazy stuff that complete strangers will tell me about themselves. And this is back before I actually understood that I was even like a healer. People sit there and want to just tell me their life story like I'm a counselor or something. I got my own crap that I'm dealing with. I don't need nobody else's crap on top of mine. That's a lot to process, But that's how you know a person is just there to, try to use your energy. You know what I'm saying? But people that be in big groups and crowds all the time, just because this is why social media you shouldn't take seriously, because people are only showing you certain things. You see them on vacation. They didn't pay for that vacation. They won it in a contest, a scratch off, a radio show, or they're using someone to get on that trip. Okay? Don't let this stuff phase you. Yeah, they might be living their best life, but are they really? And y'all know what I mean. I done seen some videos where on TikTok and all types of stuff where chicks are up there, yeah, I'm on vacation, I'm here, but they got to sit there and give up the cat to a dude that is ugly and old and that they are ashamed to be seen with. You don't want nobody on social media knowing that you with this person, but that's the person paying for your trip. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And it's just like, they just playing themselves. They just doing the most. But, hey, society has become like a prostitute mindset. It's crazy, but it's the truth. How many times do you go on the internet and you hear some chick, at least, and it's sad to say, but it's mainly what I see with black women, where they be like, if he ain't running a bag, then he don't get no pussy. But that is true, though. There's lots of women out here in the world that have had a baby by a broke dude. And then they want to be mad because he's not providing for the child. And now you got to slap him on child support. Should have picked better. But then I don't like hearing that either, because what does that mean, pick better? Because it'll be a guy that go up to a chick and be like, hey, you need to choose better. Okay, so, sir, do you think that you're the better? Because 9 out of 10, you're just like the last guy she dealt with, if not worse. And that can go both ways, for the guys that meet the women, I could say that they could choose better. I just feel like this. When I hear stuff like that and all of that, I just think to myself, instead of telling women or even women telling men to pick better, people need to just, one, be honest. If people could be honest, it would make dating so much simpler, because it'd be like, oh, okay, you got 15 kids and you work at Walmart, and like a person who don't want kids, you would know whether or not you want to entertain that situation. You know what I'm saying? So people could better find what it is that they're truly looking for. But this is the gag. There are so many confused people, men and women, that don't know what they want in the opposite sex, or even in the same sex, depending on what's your sexual preference, orientation, or whatever it is. Because as we know, we got all this made up non-binary, pansexual, and all this crap. Anyways, so whatever your preference is. And then it's just like people who love the same sex keep throwing it in heterosexual people's face. I don't care if you like the coochie bump, titty knock, dick sword, fish fight. I mean, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what you do behind closed doors. I really, truly don't. But people want to be validated. They're attention seeking. And therefore, I feel like that's why they share that private detail of their life for everybody out there. Oh, no, I just want to show that I'm proud. Y'all, look, let me tell you something. I done seen many videos of these transsexuals that have, they're biological men. They have turned into a woman, got the boobs, and they either cut their slung off and got a man-made pussy built in or made or whatever, and then they're still unhappy. You say you were born in the wrong body. You create the body that you want, but now you're crying about, I don't have a sex drive no more, because you're still biologically a boy and you still require testosterone, but you're giving your body estrogen. You'll never be able to, produce progesterone. Progesterone is a woman's hormone to create breast milk so that she can actually give birth and breastfeed a baby. You as a biological boy, XY, can't do that. Never will. I mean, unless you manage to get breast implants that already are equipped with titty milk, but who knows what type of technology they're going to come out with. They're already coming out with artificial wombs. Then you got these men that are women attacking the heterosexual men, wanting to call them transphobic because the heterosexual man is not gay. They're not interested in dick and balls in their mouth or anywhere near them because they have their own. And now all of a sudden, oh, you're a bigot, you're this, you're that. Really, you just have rejection issues. And if you didn't have rejection issues, then why are you scared to tell the person up front, hey, I'm a biological boy that became a woman? And let that be that man's decision whether he deals with you or not. I'm just saying, it goes all into people not being comfortable with themselves. So if they're not comfortable with themselves, they hate themselves, they're going to want you to be uncomfortable with you. So they're going to point out your flaws, point out who on this earth is perfect? Nobody. Everybody got flaws. Everybody has things that someone else does not like or does not agree with. The question is, do you want to deal with it? You know what I'm saying? This is how you manage to develop friendships. You have a set of standards, morals, values, ethic codes that you live by. And the person, to me, if you want to consider somebody your friend, they should be having a similar mindset, similar value standards, ethics, morals, values. If this person is the complete opposite, then you know that that's not nobody you want in your space. But see, people with ulterior motives that target people or target you, they see that you're a kind person, you're sympathetic, empathetic. They know you got that divine covering and anointing and that God is in your life. They trying to get some of that. They don't know how to get it because they don't know God. They don't even know themselves. So don't think that because somebody is quote unquote popular, them people usually do not have their own identity. Because if they did, they would be okay to sit alone with themselves. That is the thing that they don't tell y'all. So yeah, they might be popular. Because I'm going to give y'all this example. How many of y'all knew the popular kids, or even if you yourself was a popular kid, right? Because me in high school, I wouldn't say I was popular like, oh, I'm a cheerleader dating a jock popular, but damn near everybody in every grade knew me. And, I actually had a select group of people that I would eat lunch with. I had people that I would study with based on the class I had with them. I was always very friendly. I never got into fights with nobody. I pretty much was really just to myself overall, even though I was social, if that makes sense. I only people would try to invite me. Oh, well, you want to come to this game or you want to come to this? Honestly, y'all, those were spaces that I was not comfortable in. I didn't understand energy at that time. But those spaces and those places and those people, I did not feel comfortable with on an energetic spiritual level. So I would always say no. They would always keep asking me, well, you want to hang out? You want this? You want that? And sometimes they would manage to turn my no into a maybe. But my maybe was still a no because I never showed up. But I would leave that space for if I changed my mind. I never liked anybody trying to persuade me, persistently trying to get me to change. I change my mind if I change my mind. Other than that, my no is no, And people, would kind of get upset, be in their feelings, all types of stuff, because they felt rejected. It's not that I'm rejecting you. It's just I'm a popular introvert, if that even makes sense. People love talking to me, but I set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if I'm at work and we chit chatting or whatever, okay, but it's time to clock out, go home and do my own thing. I'll see you tomorrow, and cut it off. Like, you gotta just learn to know yourself, know your boundaries, know if you're comfortable around somebody, know that if you go somewhere, are you comfortable? You ever had a gut feeling, I should leave early, I should leave right now, and then when you leave, something bad happens? You know what I'm saying? Or you was happy that you didn't go to a specific event because something happened. You know what I'm saying? Your instincts are there to guide you and protect you. So, and then, popular people generally don't have quality friends. It's just quantity. They have a lot of people that like them, but do these people really like them? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole lot of pressure on you when you're in middle school, high school, to figure out what you want to do in life. You got all these unnecessary teenage pressures. Y'all know what it was like. Whether you was the geek, the nerd, the popular kid, wherever you fit in when you was in school, you know what I'm talking about. You pretty much stuck to where you was comfortable, right? And then but there are people out there that want to go from their space or their place to another place that they don't belong. You know what I mean? And because they don't belong there, they're very people pleasing. They jump through all these unnecessary hoops. You can't force people to like you. You can't. Either they do or either they don't. It don't make or break me no way. It doesn't interfere with my success in life. It doesn't interfere with my dreams, my goals. It doesn't interfere with my self-love. It doesn't interfere with anything. Because I can tell y'all right now, if I really cared, then, you know what I'm saying, I would have allowed my mom to have broken me down long time ago. Well, I don't like your hair like that. I don't care what you like, ma'am. This is my avatar. This is my physical body. When I wake up, I got to look at myself in the mirror. I dress myself and I have to determine, because see, this is my mindset. The clothes don't make me. I make the clothes. That's why I also feel like the people around me, the friends, they don't make me. I make the friends. My car doesn't make me. I make the car. My job don't make me. I make the job. Everything revolves, basically, not to say, it sounds bad. I was going to say everything revolves around me, but what I mean by that is, in other words, I don't let outside things tell me who I am. Y'all know how y'all got the people who be like, they gotta have the, I don't know, whatever, Range Rover or whatever it's called. Oh, I gotta have this, because they're materialistic. Oh, I gotta have this, I gotta have that, because they feel like the bigger the house, it makes them like higher in status. They're the it person in their family. They're the person, like, mind you, they could have a big house, 5-bedroom house, whatever, however many cars, make X amount of money at their job or at their business or whatever. But when the family starts begging them for money, they really ain't even got the money to give. But see, they want to look like something that they're not. And that's just what I'm getting at. People like to look like something that they're not. You hang around, these big groups of people. You spend money that you don't have. Like, it was somebody I seen on YouTube. They said, what is the point on buying cars, houses, and clothes to impress people that you don't even like? I want y'all to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, or as the term goes, keeping up with the Joneses. You know, you're living outside of your means, and because you're living outside of your means, you're always, I told y'all, broke people be angry. So they always mad. Well, that's because you behind on your bills. You know that car that you can't afford is going to be repossessed because you falling behind. You trying to take vacations and trips and afford a car note on minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? And people just don't want to live inside their means because people are steadily competing and comparing and in competition. Be in competition with yourself. You know, that's the only competition. You shouldn't be comparing your life to somebody else's life because what's good for you is not good for somebody else. You got to remember, there are stagnant people in the world. If they're stagnant and they're lost, they have no dreams, goals, or aspirations, they're okay living in a rat trap, a shoebox. You know? But if you know that you don't want to live in a rat box and a shoebox, you're going to work hard to go after your dreams, aspirations, and you're going to do what it takes to make your life the way that you want to make it. You know what they say? Life is what you make it. A lot of people, settle. A lot of people, they think that it's too much work to actually go after the life that they want. So then they sit there miserable. And y'all know misery loves company. So don't think that because you don't have friends or whatever that you are just not this, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. To me, to be honest, my friends, I would rather my husband be my closest friend and my family, the family that I create. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm fine. I don't really need a whole bunch of people. It's okay to have acquaintances, that become friends over time, but that takes a while. And 9 out of 10, it takes a while to get to know people, and y'all know how it goes. But I'm just saying, don't think because you don't have a whole lot of friends, so hell, you could know somebody, 10, 15 years going back to middle school, high school. Do you really know them? Or do you just know them because y'all went to school together? You think you know them, but do you really? Because people change, people grow, people develop new hobbies and new things, and they go off and meet new people and do new things. Like, you don't 100% know something that a person does all the time. Even when you are close, you still don't know everything. And even when you trust somebody, it's still okay to keep some things to yourself, But I just want to address, somebody had asked me like, well, I don't have friends and this and that. Look, it doesn't make you a narcissist because you consider yourself not to have friends. Right now, with the way things are going on a spiritual warfare level, it ain't really safe to just let any and everybody around you or in your household. You know what I'm saying? It is not okay right now to let people in and out your house right now. Why? So they could leave these demons and these spirits in your house? Send them your way? Like, I don't play them kind of games. Not right now. I mean, I'm friendly when I go into the world, but when I come back home, no, that's a whole different space, But yeah, I just want to let y'all know, like, you don't have to have a whole lot of friends. I don't know why people feel I'm a social butterfly. I like talking to people. I'll be talking to y'all for a good 30 minutes or however long. But I'm just saying, like, it is okay. Because being to yourself, that gives you time to self-reflect, which we know narcissists don't do. It gives you time to be creative, to build on something, to work on something. Most narcissists, they don't really have hobbies. They don't really have things to entertain themselves. They are just identity thieves. So while you're out there in this big old group of people or whatever, whole time somebody's probably watching you very closely and trying to steal your identity. Trying to dress like you, do their hair like you, makeup like you, walk like you, turn around, you know what I'm saying? But they can't do it like you, and that's what pisses them off, just like that Shaquella Robinson girl who got murdered in Mexico because she was around these so-called friends. She had a business and she was very successful. I don't even know why she overlooked. This is why discernment is very important, y'all. It's to help keep you safe and out of harm's way. She could have still been alive had she listened to her mother when her mother told her, don't go on the trip. No, I'm gonna go. And then she basically was unalived. That's very sad. But that's a learning lesson for everyone that still is alive. You have to be careful out here. You gotta move strategically out here. And trust me, the devil's gonna come to you. The question is, are you gonna figure out who's who? Yeah, the devil comes to you. You didn't know that? Y'all, look. If you got kids, protect yourselves. They got kid books out here talking about the gay ABCs and all types of stuff. The devil comes to you. Why do you think it said, guard your heart? Guard, you know what I'm saying? You have to master yourself. Be in control of your emotions to avoid being manipulated. Think for yourself to avoid being manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Sit back, observe, be objective, learn not to react, because everything doesn't even require a reaction, y'all. And what I mean by that, I'm going to give y'all an example. There was a guy randomly, I think it was like last year. Yeah, it was last year. Some dude came up to me while I was at work and was just like, you're a bitch. And in my mind, I was about to click back. And then I'm like, hold on. You want me to react. I'm not going to give you what I want. And I just simply responded, well, I'm not your bitch. Huh? Y'all should have seen his face. He was just appalled because he expected me to rage and to curse him out and to go off. That was the react. Some people seek reactions out of you because getting your reaction, it gives them a sense of like power and control. People are sick. These spirits are sick. Okay? So it's okay. And personally, moving in small circles nowadays is actually for better safety. For real. Being in a big group, because now you got to try to vet each and every individual person. I mean, it'd be nice to have a group or whatever, but you just got to know how to categorize people. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But all right, peace, positive energy always creates elevation. Y'all stay safe out there. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean be paranoid and all of that. If you are somebody that likes to meet new people, go new places, travel, all that, there's nothing wrong with that. But just know how, like an onion has layers, know how deep and how far to take somebody with you. Other than that, it's surface level. All right, y'all. Bye.